I should be going home. The sun's already red on the skyline.
We sat down last week with Cece Vee. We meaning me and Fred. And, we talked about some stuff. We asked her some questions about her music videos, and take a listen. Who is Cece Vee? Like, if you weren't yourself, how would you describe Cece Vee to somebody for the first time?
I would say I'd kind of see it as someone who is, unapologetically honest, about what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and just tries to be bold in what they do and what they bring forth across as their, personality and how they present themselves. Because like when I grew up, I've always been like kind of, different, or like, the weird, not weird, but like I dress different, and I don't kind of fit the norm of like things. So it's always just kind of been about, being yourself and being bold. And I think that's something that I try to bring across in how I present myself, to inspire people to also just, be themselves.
Same.
Someone shoot those birds. I don't wanna hear the morning break.
I love dark music. I love dark sound music, alternative pop, anything with a dark melody, anything with strong emotion. And growing up, being a person that's drawn to the darker side and the most expressive side, it doesn't get you endeared with a lot of your peers.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. So how do you... Did that inform your artistry at all, growing up and having to carve out your own identity as an artist, as a person?
I think so, yeah, because like growing up, you're trying to find your place in the world and where you fit in, and there's so many kind of expectations and boxes that people want to put you in, and I never kind of wanted to just fit in what people expected me to be. And like I feel like a lot more, especially these days, people are being more themselves and trying different things and not just trying to fit and conform to this thing. And I've always been like someone who didn't fit in, and like people thought darker stuff is like weird, or like, oh, she's like emo or goth, but it's just a different way of like expressing yourself. It doesn't mean anything weird. And I'm a queer person as well, so coming to that realization and learning to get to that point of coming out as well, that was also I think a big part of the process of just finding that that thing of just being yourself and being comfortable with yourself and not letting the outside world tell you who you want to be. Who you should. Yeah.
Yeah, so where did you get your vocal training from, or is this all natural?
No, I trained for many, many, many years. I started doing training when I was like a kid already. I got into music like around about age 10, 11, and I started listening to pop music. And then I was like, I want to sing. So my mom was like, okay, we should like get you vocal lessons so you can learn and, get experience. So I started, there was a lady literally living down the street from us who had like a singing school. So I started by her, and they eventually grew into like a big performing arts school, which I also went to then like as college after high school. So I trained in that. Trained in drama, did a bit of dance training as well, but dancing's not really my thing, but it's good to be have skills all around. So yeah, I've been training, and then I learned to play instruments and stuff as well, and yeah.
I love every single one of these videos. They all tell a story. I'm sorry, but I'm fanboying right now, but how is it like filming these videos and coming up with the concepts? Do you storyboard them? Do you just sit down and just take us in the room on the planning stages of a lot of these videos?
Pretty much similar to what you said. But yeah, we basically, I say to Josh, okay, I've got a new song, we need a new video. So we usually have a few Zoom calls. Sometimes I've got ideas in my head already of kind of what I'm visualizing for the video, or I've got like references of other videos in terms of like stuff like lighting or color schemes, or just like that looks like a cool kind of vibe or location we want to go for, and then we kind of come up with our own story and thing to tie it into the song, because I really like bringing the visual element to the music. past midnight was. Oh, there's a lot of stories behind that one.
Go ahead. No, wait. Can I keep? I need to roll this up though, because in the behind the scenes, there was this one part of the music video where there was a little cat.
Yeah.
I don't know whose cat it was.
We don't know.
But this cat was just like, all right, Cece, I know it's your video, but I'm gonna strut up in here. I'm gonna give you a little bit of my star power, and then I'm gonna bounce out. What was it like filming past midnight, especially? And also, is there any future plans of having that cat on a song in the studio?
What's that? So what happened was, it was still lockdown at that time, so we wanted to shoot the whole video in one night, but curfew was at, I think it was like 10 p.m. and we could only really start about 7 p.m. when it was dark enough. So we thought we'd managed to get everything done, but then we couldn't, and then the cat came and held us up, and like there's those parts in the video where there's two of me on screen. Mm-hmm. So what happens was that he had to set up the camera on a tripod, and then we film the one version of me, and then he just keeps it the same angle, and we film the other version a bit apart and edit it together. And then the cat was coming and rubbing on the tripod and moving it, so we had to redo it. And then
that's because he wanted to be in the video.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So that was a bit, and then there's cars coming, people delivering their Uber Eats, so we had to jump out the way. So it was quite hectic, just like, filming in the street randomly, but we got it done.
How was it filming Wild Hearts? Because from what I can see, like, you guys were out in the desert, in the middle of nowhere. What was that like?
That was so awesome. That was also a bit of a challenging one, because I think we filmed it about a year ago, last year, January, and the lockdown curfew, I think, was also still in place there, so we also had like a bit of time limitations, and like that one was, I think, the one video where I had like a really clear idea in my head that was the concept that I wanted, so we had to find people who were keen to be involved as part of like the girl band group and stuff, and like just also, like I said, like almost like fate, the way we came across them was like insane. It was just like it was meant to be. And then like literally we were looking for the right people. I wanted specific kind of looks and vibes of them, and like the girl that was the driver, we were struggling to find someone that would fit like the vibe we want for her. And then it was actually a colleague at my mom's work that she just like by chance met, and she was like, and she's an actress, and we were like, hey, do you want to be in a music video? And she was like, yeah, cool. So that was really cool, and we were looking for the perfect location to get that like desert vibe. It wasn't actually even in the desert, but I'm glad that it looks like that, because that's what we wanted.
Wait, it wasn't. Oh no!
Where was it recorded?
Did it look that way? Because like if
you
we
wanted to, so is that sorry, is that a secret? We're not supposed to know where it was, or can you tell us where it was recorded?
I'll tell you where it was. So like, okay, so in South Africa and in Cape Town, you get like the Karoo, which is like the deserty dry areas. We wanted that kind of look, but that's like really far to drive out for us. It's like 2 to 3 hours, maybe more. So we were like, okay, we can't go out there, and we needed to find a road that wasn't busy. So we're driving around, we're looking, me and Josh, we're like, where are we gonna find a place? And then there's like an area sort of not too far from where I live called Philadelphia. It's like a farmy, it's called Philadelphia in South Africa. It's like a farmy kind of area, and we were like, maybe we'll find like an empty road there. And then we were like, first like, no, we won't find anything there. So we drive up to the west coast, we're like, there's nothing. Then on our way back, we're like, okay, let's go to Philadelphia. We just turn off the highway, we just come up this road just outside Philadelphia. We're like, this is the road, and just by accident we found it, and it was perfect, and it wasn't busy, so we were like, okay, cool, there we go. We managed to film everything on one day as well, which was nice, to just get that done, and it was that was a really fun one.
When it comes to your EP, it's cohesive. Every single song on there says something. moves, grooves. It's a really engaging listen. That said, it is an EP. What's next after? And I know you've just released this, but like we want more. We want more from Cece Vee.
Yes, we want more.
What's next? What you got? Come on. Performances, concerts, tours. Are you gonna knock Adele off her top spot? What's going on? Come on.
No, there's definitely lots more music still coming. And like I said, I went to go record again, like at the beginning of this year to already start getting some new music ready. I still need to, we're still kind of in the planning phases of how we want to roll stuff out through this year, but I definitely, want to just keep putting stuff out there because it's good to just keep that momentum and everything. And possibly most probably work towards another EP and then eventually like a full album with that, lots more videos. Like there's one song on the EP there's only one song that doesn't have a video, and I'm really thinking about doing a video for that one, the song called Parasite, because that's like a very like emotional kind of more ballad like song, and I think that could have like a really cool concept. So maybe
you don't have a video for that one yet?
That's the only one we don't have a video for because it was like part of the EP and not sort of pushed as a single, but I think I want to just bring it full circle so that there's like a video of every song.
What do you have planned for Parasite? Like, what are you thinking? You like horror? Do you want to just do the emo thing? Like, come on, let's plan this out. Let's make a video right now. Come on, let's do it. Like, what do you think?
I've got a few ideas. I think like playing with, because it's about like, it's called a Parasite, aka a song for my shadow. So not to take it literally, but I want to play maybe with like shadow things and like in terms of lighting, like interesting things or like an interesting location. I'm almost picturing maybe like a forest, kind of dark, almost not
everything
not
silhouetted and
something cool, like very like interesting visuals. Like I've got like images in my head. I just need to kind of plan it out and put it together and then like talk to the videographer and see what's possible, obviously. But I feel like we could do something really kind of symbolic and interesting with that song because it is like quite an emotional song.
Definitely have Josh on that because I like his imagery. That dude, pass on my regards to him because he's just...
We'll appreciate that. He's great.
Awesome.
He enjoys what he does and he's like gets excited about a project, which is always nice to work with someone who's just as excited about it as you and wants to do a good job. And I think we always try to push each other like to do better every time as well.
That's awesome. Fred, any parting thoughts?
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for accepting the invite.
Cece, can't not appreciate it enough how much time you spent with us. Enjoy it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And
don't give up.
Till next time, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. It was really awesome talking.
Thanks for listening. Really, thanks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. But if you want to hear the rest of this interview, pop on over to undergroundpress.co.za. See you there.